Hi, I'm Pete from Jamie's Food Team, and I'm going to show you how to prepare a cooked lobster. Here's my lobster. It's cooked, obviously. It's bright orange. It's cool enough to handle. I'm going to sit it on my board, and I put my board on a tray. The reason for this is because inside that lobster there's a lot of juice, and when that pours out when I cut it, I don't want to lose it because it's delicious. If I sit the board on a tray, it will collect all the juice around the edge and it won't run all over the table and on the floor. Now, it's not actually secured by a cloth. Normally, I always say put a cloth under your board, stop it moving. But if I did that, it would soak up all the lobster juice. I'm going to lay tail out like that, hold the lobster in my left hand, and take a sharp chopping knife, put the claw to either side. And what I'm going to do is poke the knife in here, chop straight down between the lobster's eyes. Like that. Now, turn the tray around and chop through the tail. You do need a sharp and a heavy knife for this, or you will get nowhere. Okay, and that's the lobster, neatly cut in half. Now this little bit here, behind the lobster's eyes, is where the stomach sac lives. I'm just going to pull that out. Same thing on this side. And the next thing to do is to find a little vein that runs down the back of the lobster tail. There we go. That's the digestive pipe, and you pull that out. I've removed the stomach sac from here, and I've removed the intestine from the tail of the lobster. All the rest of the stuff in here is good to eat. So as far as the claws go, they've been held together with a rubber band to stop the lobster pinching you, so you can take them off now. The lobster's not going to pinch anyone. And the last stage is to crack the claw to make it easier for the person who's eating it to eat. To do this, you take your chopping knife, but instead of using the sharp side, turn the knife over to the blunt side and just thump the claw. Crack it so that it's easier to eat. And there we go. Okay. That's your lobster prepared. Claws are nicely cracked, so it's easy for you to eat, or your friend, or whoever you're serving it to. Stomach sac's been removed. That's really the gritty stuff the lobster's just been eating, which you don't really want to eat again. This green stuff here is called tomalley. It's a lobster's liver. And some people eat that, some people don't. I personally eat it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's really quite tasty. This orange stuff here is lobster roe, so that's eggs. So this is obviously a female lobster. Male lobsters don't have eggs, but that's perfectly good to eat. Gives a really nice colour if you're going to chop the lobster up or make a sauce out of it or something like that. And this is the nice, chunky, juicy, meaty tail, which many people think is the best part of the lobster. Other people like to have the claws. Some other people like to have this bit. It's all really fantastic to eat. You can serve it like this, just like this, with some mayonnaise and crusty bread and a glass of wine. Or you can get a lobster to this stage and then pull all the meat out of it and cook it in a sauce, cook it in a soup, and make it in a pate, do whatever you like. But that's basically how to prepare a lobster.